This gig with Tuesday Live, I thought I was just playing some music, playing my Neil tribute stuff. But what I'm finding is, the contract was a little bit more detailed than I thought, and I got to do this countdown timer thing. So I'm gonna give it a shot here. I know, Rob's done it already, and Robbie's done it already. So I guess it's my turn. So here we go. It looks easy to be a rabbit, just hopping around all day. It looks like fun, it looks like play, but I bet it's not easy being a rabbit. Being a rabbit, you just sit around chewing on grass, trying to keep from getting eaten. You got that crazy guy living in the shed. He wants to catch you, I think he wants you dead when you're a rabbit. When you're a rabbit. When your name is Stu, what do you do? Do you live up to your name? You just wanna be a little bunny, but you grow up and you got to make a living. No living eating grass. It's a pain in the ass, just eating grass. That's all you ask when you're a rabbit. Sometimes you get nervous. Sometimes you get scared. Sometimes you wonder why you were born. You were born a rabbit. Why do we think the earth belongs to people? We zoom in, take a look around, we see there's so many things in this world we should just leave alone, like the bunnies on our lawn, birds in the forest, the trees in the woods, the fish in the sea, the sand on the beach, the rocks in the pile, the beer in the bottle. Well, maybe I'll drink that one over. Why do we think? Why do we do? Why can't you just say, I don't know what I should do? Then maybe do nothing. Just be like a bunny. But you gotta watch out, 'cause there's foxes about. There's coyotes, there's Willy, he's in the shed, he wants your head, but you're just hopping, 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 'cause you're a bunny. It's funny, when you're a bunny, you're jumping, you're free. When you're a bunny, you're just living your best life as a bunny. Bunny. It's not funny, 'cause you're a bunny. You don't make honey, that's what bees do. You're a bunny. It ain't funny, oh honey, you're a bunny. A bunny, bunny. kick I took was when I hit the ground. End up like a dog that's been beat too much, until you spend half your life just covered up. Born in the USA, I was born in the USA. Born in the USA. Born in the USA now. Got in a little hometown jam, so they put a rifle in my hand, sent me off to a foreign land to go and kill the yellow man. Born in the USA, I was born in the USA. I was born in the USA. Born in the USA now. We come back home to the refinery. Hiring man said, son of it was up to me. Went down to see my VA man. He said, son, you don't understand. Had a brother at Quezon, fighting off the Viet Cong. They're still here, he's all gone. Had a woman he loved in Saigon, got a picture of him in her arms now. Down in the shadow of the penitentiary, up by the gas fires of the refinery. 10 years burning down the road, nowhere to run, ain't got nowhere to go. Born in the USA, I was born in the USA. Born in the USA, I'm a long gone daddy in the USA now. Born in the USA. Born in the USA. Born in the USA. I'm a cool rockin' daddy in the USA now. Hey y'all, how you doing tonight? It's Tuesday Live from Rob's basement. Hey Rob, what button do I press here? Well, hey y'all, I come to you tonight from the traditional territory of the neutral Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee peoples. You know, back in North South Carolina, I was living in the traditional territory of the Cherokee, Creek, Casabo, and Catawba peoples. Ain't that something? Well, thank y'all for watching tonight. In case you don't know me and you showed up expecting Rob, my name's Willy Witherspoon and I'm Rob's cousin from North South Carolina. Rob said, just seemed right to have me host the show, and well, to be honest, I think he was just looking to take it easy. Well, I'm glad you're here too, and I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad I'm here. Glad everybody's here. Well, if you've been watching the show, you know that I've been trying to catch that rabbit stew. Who thinks our garden is like that all-you-can-eat salad bar down at the Cracker Barrel? Well, ain't had no luck yet. He just keeps stealing the carrots I'm using for bait. But I'm going to get that bean shoot eating lettuce chomping bandit. You just wait and see. Well, we're celebrating what is arguably the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. Wow, just think of everything America's given to the world. Coca-Cola, Bud Light, NASCAR, Disney World, baseball, football, hot dogs, French fries. Well, I'm not so sure about French fries. They sound kind of European. But we Americans perfected them. Well, and I almost forgot about Doritos. Where would we be without them tasty sweet heat Doritos? Anyways, we got a real good celebration lined up for y'all with performances by Roger Duquette from Up Cascasing Way, Rob Dylan, Neil Old, Robbie O'Spoon that is, that Waxxie fella and his buddy Dean Falconi. And we got Stan the Picture Man's put a special tribute to a friend and fellow photographer he recently lost, which was real sad. Well, not letting Rob off the hook that easy tonight, and let him just sit back and suck beers all night while I do all the work. I got him lined up in the Beatles tribute room to do a song. Here, Rob, give us a song here. Well, hey, Willy, thanks for hosting the show for me tonight. Only seemed appropriate we're doing a tribute to America that we'd have you host the show, so thanks for doing that, taking time off from your rabbit chasing duties out there in the garden. And nice to have you in the house, cooling off a little bit in the air conditioning. I thought I'd do at least one song tonight for the tribute to America, our salute to the U.S., our good friends down south. And this is a song I've been meaning to cover for a long time, but it's a long song. It's quite an epic tune, but it's one of the great classics of the American kind of folk canon, and I thought I'd give it a shot. It's Don McLean recorded it originally, and it's called American Pie, and supposedly inspired by the tragic plane crash that took Buddy Holly and Big Bopper. But anyways, I'm gonna give it a shot. There's part you can sing along in there if you'd like. If you know more of the words, sing along with the whole thing. But let's see how we do here. A long, long time ago, well, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I know if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep, I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. And did you write the book of love? And do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so, do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage bronkin' buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, but I knew that I was out of luck the day the music died. And I was singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone. But that's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he'd borrowed from James Dean, in a voice that came from you and me. While the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. adjourned. No verdict was returned. And well, Lenin read a book on Marx. The quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark. The day the music died, and we were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Oh, helter skelter in a summer swelter, the birds flew off with a fell-out shelter, 8 miles high and falling fast. It landed foul on the grass. The players tried for a forward pass, with the jester on the sidelines in a cast. Now at the halftime air was sweet perfume. The sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up to dance, but we never got the chance, 'cause the players tried to take the field. The marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was the feel the day the music died? We started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. And there we were all in one place, a generation lost in space, with no time left to start again. So come on Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Jack Flash sat on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend. And as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fists of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan's spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night to light the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with the light. The day the music died, he was singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove the Chevy to my levee, but the levee was dry. And the good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met the girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. But in the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried, and the poets dreamed, and not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken, and the 3 men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast. The day the music died, and they were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. The good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. Wow, thank you for that song, Rob. That was real nice. And thanks everybody there for chipping in. I saw Tim saying that was Richie Valens was the other fellow on that tragic plane crash. I mean, Rob's got a good memory. It's just a little short. And thank Chris there. I see Chris, sort of the librarian of the Tuesday Live, getting all that information out to us. Appreciate the background on that song, a lot of detail, and really enjoyed that. And Rob, someone saying about Rob's hat not being American. Isn't that like a Washington Nationals cap that he's wearing there? I'm pretty sure it is. He wanted to borrow my Firekeepers Casino 400 hat, but I wouldn't let him that neither, and I wouldn't give him my Pat Ricky Bobby shirt neither, because that's very near and dear to my heart, my Pat Ricky Bobby shirt. But anyways, thanks everybody for being here tonight and throwing a few comments in. And one of our favorite fellas on the show here, puts a lot of effort into the show each week and helps us a lot, is our good friend from down eastern Ontario, Stan McRae. And Stan, a heck of a nature photographer and a real good guy too, if you ever met him. And Stan lost a close friend and a fellow nature photographer to that dang COVID last week. And well, we're all sad about that around here too. And I know Stan and all the folks down there are sad about losing their friends. And Stan wanted to share some pictures by and of his friend Ban. So I'm gonna just run these pictures that Stan's sharing with me. I'm just gonna play along with it. So let's just remember Ban here. Seen my share of broken halos, folded wings that used to fly. They're all gone wherever they go, broken halos that used to shine. Angels come down from the heavens just to help us on our way. Come to teach us, then they leave us, and they find some other soul to save. Seen my share of broken halos, folded wings that used to fly. They're all gone wherever they go, broken halos that used to shine, broken halos that used to shine. Don't go looking for the reasons. Don't go asking Jesus why. We're not meant to know the answers. They belong to the by and by. They belong to the by and by. Seen my share of broken halos, folded wings that used to fly. They're all gone wherever they go, broken halos that used to shine, broken halos that used to shine. Broken halos that used to shine, broken halos that used to shine, broken halos that used to shine. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Stan. I'm so sorry for your loss, and sorry for Ban and his family, and hope everybody, that the memories live on through his photography and everything else that he provided. We're going to turn over to our our Rob Dylan, who's Bob Dylan's little brother, and see what Rob Dylan's got for us this week. Probably American song, I'm thinking. How does it feel?
Well, hey, Rob Dylan here. Good to see everybody. I hope everybody's having a good enjoying their summer out there. I know I'm doing a lot of work with trees. They're really suffering from these moth larva things that are out there. And boy, I've been doing a lot of talking to trees, which, it's a very slow, drawn-out process. I have to tell you about that sometime. But right now I want to talk about a tribute to America. And I was trying to think of all of Bob's songs, and he's written a lot of songs about America. And I thought, well, which one would be best to play for this tribute? And I thought, well, this is one I like. It's called With God on Our Side. Oh, my name, it ain't nothing. My age, it means less. The country I come from is called the Midwest. It's tied and brought up there, the laws to abide. That the land that I live in has God on its side. Oh, the history books tell it. They tell it so well. The cavalry's charged, the Indians fell. The cavalry's charged, the Indians died. Oh, the country was young, with God on its side. The Spanish American War had its day, and the Civil War too was soon laid away, and the names of the heroes I was made to memorize, with guns in their hands, God on their side. The First World War, boys, it came and it went. The reason for fighting, oh, I never did get. But I learned to accept it with pride. For you don't count the dead when God's on your side. The Second World War came to an end. Forgave the Germans, and then we were friends. Oh, they murdered 6 million in the ovens they fried. The Germans now too have God on their side. I've learned to hate the Russians all through my whole life. If another war comes, it's them we must fight. To hate them and fear them, to run and to hide, and accept it all bravely with
God on my side. Now we got weapons of chemical dust. If I them were forced to, and fire them we must. One push of the button, and it's shot the world wide. Never ask questions when God's on your side. Through many dark hours, I've been thinking about this, that Jesus Christ was betrayed by a kiss. But I can't think for you. You have to decide. Well, Judas Iscariot had God on his side. So now that I'm leaving, I'm weary as hell. The confusion I'm feeling ain't no tongue can tell. The words fill my head and then fall to the floor. That if God's on our side, He'll stop the next war. Well, thank you all for that, Rob Dylan. That was a real interesting song about God on your side. A lot of history in that song, too, I'm guessing. Well, we got a new talent never before performed on Tuesday Live. I'm very pleased to be able to introduce him. And we got a tip from our Tuesday Live's man up in Kapuskasing, Ron DeSoleil, who gave us this suggestion of getting Roger Duquette on the show. Thanks for that, Ron. Sure appreciate that. And Roger's going to play for us. Roger's a heck of a guitar player. They got a heck of a lot of talented players musicians up in Kapuskasing, that's for sure. It's like Nashville, North or something, that's for sure. But Roger's going to play for us an excerpt from a cover of the great American rock guitar player Joe Satriani's Satch Boogie. So crank it up and give her a listen. Well, that was some serious guitar shredding there, Roger. Thank you for sharing that with us. That was amazing. Bit of rock and roll there. And thanks also to our animator there, Karen, for doing a little bit of fireworks for us for this special kind of July celebration show about America. We like a little fireworks, but it's nice to have fireworks on screen as opposed to outside there where it scares all the animals and dogs and stuff. So it's thanks for that. Appreciate that. And I thought, well, we can't do a tribute to America without having a little bit of country music. So I was trying to think, well, who should I play for country music? There's so many good country artists out there. You know, got Johnny Cash. He's real good. And we're thinking might do a Johnny Cash special sometime coming up in the future. So we like Johnny Cash here at Tuesday Live. And I was also thinking, well, who else could we do? I mean, there's oh boy, Garth Brooks. A whole bunch of people we could do. But I thought I'm going to do that old Texan fella, George Strait, and great old Texas country song called Amarillo by Morning. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antone. Everything that I got is just what I got on. When that sun is high in that Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe. Lost my wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. But I'll be looking for 8 when they pull that gate, and I hope the judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. By morning, up from San Antone. Everything that I got is just what I got on. I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo by morning. Now let's head it down to Dublin, Ontario. See that Irish fella, Robbie O'Spoon. Hey, Robbie, what you got for us tonight? Oh, well, ho, everybody out there in internet land. It's Robbie O'Spoon here in Dublin, Ontario, just having a grand old time swilling the pigs and hilling the potatoes. And, well, the weather's been pretty good around here. These parts anyways, a little warm at times, but getting plenty of rain, so that's a good thing, you know. Although we can always use a little more rain, you know that. You know how that goes with farming and rain. But then not too much, of course. You don't want to get too much rain either. That can be a problem too. But anyways, I was thinking about this tribute to America and thinking, well, what song am I going to sing for tribute to America? Because, well, you know, I've been over here in sort of the American part of the world for a while, but don't know too much American music. And then I thought, well, there's lots of Irish music, and certainly the Irish have done a lot to help build America right from the early days. And, you know, especially a lot of Irish involved with you know, the early Civil War and, well, certainly the original rebellion as well, back in 1776 as well. And so I thought, well, maybe if I took an Irish tune that's been adapted in the US, and I know this tune's been adapted for a lot of songs and was also sung during the Civil War, I think. Both sides sung this song a fair bit and they put their own words to it for different battles and sort of thing. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just play the original. People can see where it came from Ireland. It's an old Irish folk song called The Girl I Left Behind Me. And I think you might recognise it a wee bit. It may have different words though. Well, I'm lonesome since I crossed the hill and o'er the moorland's edgy. Such heavy thoughts my heart do fill since parting with my Betsy. Well, I seek for one as fair and gay, but find none to remind me how sweet the hours I passed away with the girl I left behind me. Ne'er shall I forget the night the stars were bright above me and gently lent their silvery light when she first vowed to love me. But now I'm bound to Brighton camp. Can heaven then pray guide me and send me safely back again to the girl I left behind me. Her golden hair in ringlets fair, her eyes like diamonds shining, or her slender waist, her heavenly face, that leaves my heart still whining. All ye gods above, oh hear my prayer, to my beauties fair to find me, and send me safely back again to the girl I left behind me. The bee shall taste the honey no more, the dove become a ranger, and the falling waters cease to roar ere sigh shall take to change her. The vows we made in heaven above shall ever cheer and bind me in constancy to her love, oh the girl I left behind me. Well, thank you for that, Robbie. That was a real nice tune. I've heard that tune. I've heard a number of times, different songs, but I never knew it was an old Irish tune, or maybe I guess an old English tune. Chris has pointed out, but now that's all kind of mixed up together. All that English, Irish stuff, and Scottish stuff too. I mean, they probably wouldn't like me saying that, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Well, anyways, we're gonna go down over to the Beatles tribute room to see our good friend Neil Old, perhaps the greatest Neil Young tribute artist of our generation. We know Neil Young's one of those fellas who kind of straddles the border. He started out in Canada, but you know he's American now, more or less, lives downstates, plays most of his stuff downstates, got quite involved in the U.S. politics and stuff. So we're going to see what Neil Old's got for us today. Neil Old here, and trying to think of a Neil song that would be good to play for a tribute to America, because he's written so many good Neil songs, good Neil songs about America. And he was an American citizen now too, lives down there most of the time. And well, I thought, well, maybe just one from Neil being out in the road. And this one's called Albuquerque. They say that Santa Fe is less than 90 miles away. And I've got time to roll a number and rent a car. Oh, Albuquerque. I've been flying down the road, and I've been starving to be alone. Independent from the scene that I've known. So I'll stop when I can, find some fried eggs and country ham. I'll find somewhere where they don't care who I am. Oh, Albuquerque. Oh, Albuquerque. Now the animation department's just messing with my head. They're putting rabbits up there all over the place. They know the rabbits get my dander up, so to speak. So, anyways, thank you for that song, Neil Old, and great song about Albuquerque, New Mexico. Most people know that from that song was that Breaking Bad. It took place somewhere down around those parts, didn't it? But anyways, I got another good U.S. geography song. It's called The City in New Orleans. I think it was originally written by that Steve Goodman fellow. We did one of his songs a while back. But I remember it being performed by the great Arlo Guthrie. And heard a number of different versions. This here's Willy's. Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central Monday morning rain. 15 cars, 15 restless riders, 3 conductors, 25 sacks of mail. We're all out on southbound Odyssey as train pulls out at Kankakee, traveling through the houses, farms, and fields, passing towns that have no names, freight yards full of old black men, and graveyards of rusting automobiles, singing good morning America, how are ya? Say, don't you know me, I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the City of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Sing along if you know it. Dealing cards with the old man in the club car. It's penny a point, there ain't no one keeping score. Won't you pass the paper bag that holds the bottle? You can feel the wheels a-rumbling through the floor. And the sons of pullmen and porters and the sons of engineers ride their father's magic carpet made of steel. Well, mothers rock their babes to sleep, rocking to the gentle beat. The rhythm of the rails is all they feel. Singing good morning America, how are ya? Say, don't you know me, I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the City of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Nighttime on the City of New Orleans, changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home and we'll be there by morning, through the Mississippi darkness rolling to the sea. And the northern towns seem to fade into a bad dream. Old steel rail, it ain't heard the news. Conductor sings this song again, passengers will please refrain. Well, this train's got the disciplined railroad blues. Singing good night America, how are ya? Say, don't you know me, I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the City of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Gosh, I love that song. It's one of the greatest songs ever written. I think one of the greatest railroad songs ever written, that's for sure. Well, I'd like to send it out. This next performer's a real Tuesday Live favorite from up North Bay way. It's our good friend Waxxie, and he's got a fellow with him by the name of Dean Falconi, and they're going to do a real good song for you. Let's turn over to Waxxie's shack.
Hello, folks. My name's Waxxie. Welcome to the shack. Johnny Nash, I Can See Clearly Now.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright
can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Ooh, look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
Woo!
Gosh, Waxxie, that was real good. That was real pretty. You know, that was way prettier than a lot of the other stuff that comes on this show, at least from the local crew anyways. But thanks so much for sharing that, and your buddy Dean on the keyboards there. That was real good too. Fantastic song. Really appreciate when Waxxie's on the show. Just raises everything up a little notch higher, that's for sure. I'd like to thank everyone who participated in tonight's show. Certainly our good friend Stan McRae for sharing his memorial to his friend band. That was real sad, losing such a man, such a prime of life. Appreciate you sharing that with us, Stan. Condolences out to everybody down there. All the, I know they call themselves the Parkway Paparazzi because they take pictures out in the Parkway. And I know they've got a bit of a gap in that group now, so sad. Also to our newest performer on the show, Roger Duquette from the Hot Rockin' Guitar Man from up in Kapuskasem. Certainly appreciated hearing his tune. Hope we see some more or hear some more music from him too coming up real soon. We got the next Dylan there, Rob Dylan. Always fun having him play a little Dylan tune for us. We had the greatest Neil Young tribute artist of our generation, Neil Old. That was fun to see him do that song, Albuquerque. Robbie O'Spoon, that was fun. He did that old Irish tune. That was kind of cool. And also Rob for doing a tune for us early on, in case you missed that. If you came in late, like some folks like you, Waxxie, showed up a little late. Got to get out of bed a little earlier, I guess. But you can check out all our featured artists on Tuesday at tuesdaylive.ca. And for links to all your favorite performers, their websites, their YouTube channels, whatever they got, we try to put it up there. Next week, we're doing a Blue Rodeo tribute. Now, I thought we was getting some bulls and horses and stuff and have a good old-fashioned rodeo, but turns out Blue Rodeo is a popular band up in these parts. So looking forward to that. I might even try to learn one of their songs. But if you have any requests, then just put them in the comments there. We'll try to get them out to some of the folks. Anyways, thank you to the generous folks who help support the show by being a patron or throwing a little cash in our virtual tip jar. Helps keep us going now for, 69 episodes. That's real good. We're getting really up there in episodes, that's for sure. Thanks to Karen Cantello and the entire Tuesday Live animation department.
all the fantastic work they do. The executive producer, Carol, for her support and advice. And, well, I think Rob got the better deal out of that marriage, let me tell you, don't you think? Anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you get back up to the show next week. We're here on Tuesdays. Tell all your friends, the more I get out here, the merrier. We like having everybody out here, and we're doing the Big Blue Rodeo tribute next week. You won't want to miss that. And got lots of fun planned ahead, and we hope you're going to be here with us. So I'm going to close out here with another good American song, a little bit of rock and roll from down maybe California way. One of the fellas going on now, but I liked his music a lot, even though I'm not a real big rock and roll fan. I'm a little bit more of a country fella myself. But this is a song by the great Tom Petty called "Free Fallin'." Don't you go falling or anything. You be healthy out there and keep care of yourself. And we'll see you next Tuesday. If you don't show up at the after party later today, I think Rob's going to be hosting an after party as usual. So why don't you come to that? Loves Jesus and America too. She's a good girl, crazy about Elvis, loves horses and her boyfriend too. It's a long day living in Reseda. There's a freeway running through the yard, and I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her, and I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart, and I'm free falling, and I'm free valley. They move west down Ventura Boulevard, and the bad boys stand in the shadows, and the good girls are home with broken hearts, and I'm free falling. I'm free. Falling now, I'm free falling now, I'm free falling now, I'm free falling. I wanna back down over Mulholland. I wanna write a name in the sky. I'm free fall out into nothing. I'm gonna leave this world for a while, and I'm free. See y'all next week. Take care, y'all.